Yo, what's up? Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm a little bit concerned. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I think the connection dropped or something. I don't know. But anyway, we're back. I did like this whole intro now. I thought we were live, and I don't know what happened. Like the intro went and everything went, and then I don't know. Anyway, we're here. We're now. And as I promised you guys, I will be doing a solo stream every Tuesday if I can, where we chat together. Just me, you, the viewer, anybody, everybody that tunes in. Just ask me anything you like, and if I can, I'll answer it. But today, we're actually going to go through some comments. Earlier this week, I put out a video about the Freemasons in Cape Town, and some people have been commenting already. And boy, are the comments funny. So I'll be going through the comments and giving my little opinion on the comments. Instead of actually leaving a comment, I'll just live review or live comment, if you will. And then I've got some other news that I would like to talk to you guys about, but I'm going to give it a bit of a moment. If you can, please share this stream. If you think somebody would be interested to watch, please share. Other than that, I'm just waiting for a few more people to pop in. Yeah, so already, Behave Z307 saying, "Hey Joe, awesome vid on the Freemasons. Wanted to ask you, did you inquire about the cost to be a member?" I think Herman did tell me how much it was. I'll leave this for later. So yeah, sorry, my phone is going a bit wild. But yeah, I'll answer that a bit later. Behave, just remind me, please remind me later on in the show. Anyway, cool. So seeing as a few of you have joined me, thank you so much. Monza, sorry, I can't say the first portion of your name because YouTube's gonna have a fanny wobble, but I will call you by your surname, even though that's not, I'm pretty sure that's not your real name. Monster, what's up, Monster? Stuart saying good evening, Joe. Hello, Stuart. Good evening to you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're gonna have some fun. Like I said, Freemasons. I'm gonna look at the comments of that video, of my Freemasons video, and we are going to check it out. If you haven't watched it, by the way, it links in the description. Okay. There's a few things in the description. Let me show you. Let me just get all set up here. Cool. So first of all, okay, you'll see here. So that's the Freemasons video, okay? It's the first video now up on the playlist of the Joe Emilio Show, okay? So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I've also uploaded the Sonny Pass episode where I went with Ramon Kabanak, Yanni van der Volt, Ernst van Zyl, aka Conscious Caracal, and Herman Roos. We traveled to Sonny Pass. What a trip. We pranked each other. It was great. Mainly Herman Roos that pranked us, but still, go check it out. It's a fun episode. Then I also have released, okay, this Ramon Kabanak is still coming up. He's going to be on my show. Someone asked a few weeks ago, I think, or a few days ago, like, have Ramon on your show, and here we are. I've also uploaded behind-the-scenes footage of me being a zombie on Ernst Rutz's music video for his band Soms van die Wolf. I probably messed that up. But, yeah. His band was doing a music video. I got invited to be a zombie, extra kind of thing. It's really fun, really, like, quick video. Go check it out. I get kind of injured. All those links in the description below, as well as, ladies and gentlemen, my new channel. Please go check it out. Please go subscribe. I was doing this thing, Social Media Circus. I was uploading it on this channel that you're watching on right now. I've decided to move those shows and dedicate them to their own channel. So it's Social Media Circus. If you enjoy that content, please go subscribe. I got 38 subscribers already, and there's nothing on. There's nothing on the channel. But I will be uploading pretty soon on that channel. I'm going to continue that series on that channel. It's a lot of fun. It's getting better, I think. Okay. And it's a good way to exercise my comedy muscles. So please go check it out. I'm going to try and upload at least once a week to that channel. If I can, I'll do more. But yeah, it would be greatly appreciated you guys go subscribe, link in the description. And with all that being said, let's get back to the main reason why most of you probably are here. It's my real name. Okay. I don't think YouTube will allow me to say it. But anyway. Cool. So, like I said, we're going to go through some of the comments of the Freemason video. Look, let me just also say this, okay? I had a feeling people were going to be upset. I had a feeling that people were going to probably have very strong opinions about the Freemasons, okay? And in that video, I did mention and I did say that I'm not sure exactly what to think. All I know is that the Freemason lodge that I went to did not seem evil. There was no satanic thing in there. You know, there was no sacrificial stuff. Yes, there were interesting and maybe questionable symbolisms, but I can't find out what they are until I become a member. And they didn't, like, there was no money. There was no, like, big vault somewhere where they had millions of rands or dollars, okay? There's, like, I don't know, it just didn't seem that shady to me. So, anyway, and the people I know that are involved in Freemasonry, I know about 2 guys right now, okay? And I met another one doing that video. They really don't seem like evil people, like, really. And one of them, like, you guys know pretty well. If you're in the alternative media circle, you know him pretty well. I won't say too much because I don't know if I'm at liberty to say, but yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's see how some of the people have reacted to this video. Let's see here. And Peter Sawanga, just in case I forgot to mention, thank you so much for becoming a member. Guys, do become a member. Helps support the channel quite a bit. Anyway, so here we go. So again, Freemasons video, go check it out. I'm not gonna play it now. It's not necessary. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. But yeah, here we go. 20 comments. Not a lot. Not a lot. But I mean, okay. So Valerie Cooper saying something nice, like, my late husband was a Freemason. I can assure you he was not an evil person. And like I said, there are people I've met that are definitely not evil. They don't have some weird agenda, not trying to take over the world, nothing like that, okay? And look who popped into, it's like if you say his name, he pops up, you know what I mean? Hello, Yanni. Exactly. Wow, Yanni's alive. Okay, so that's nothing wrong with that comment, okay? Nothing wrong with this comment. My great-great-grandfather, Michael Van Breda, was a South African farmer, founder of Bredasdorp, mayor of Cape Town, and a Freemason. So you see, this is where also, like, some of the conspiracies come in, right? Because some people happen, and I was told this, like, there are some people of, you know, they have a lot of influence, like a mayor or whatever, is part of the Freemasons, but it doesn't mean that they necessarily have influence on, or what their work doesn't necessarily come into the Freemasonry kind of thing. Like, what I was told, and it's in the video, when you step into the Freemason lodge, you are equal. Everybody's the same. Doesn't matter how much money you have, doesn't matter what your job title is, you're all the same. And you're treated as such. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Let's see here. Brotherhood comes in different forms, like the Mafia, Broderbond, etc. It depends on the influence from within. Why display the skulls? The Bible states that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. The rituals people create either has no benefit or leads to unsavory deeds, and they don't realize that the most important is faith, which leads to a universal kinship and not an exclusive club. Some valid points. I get where you're coming from, concerned South African or South Africa. Concerned South Africa? Of course, concerned South African. I don't know. You got a lion. I like the status you're trying to make, okay? Lion as a profile picture, great stuff. Okay, I hear you. I see you, okay? But here's the thing. One important thing that was said in that video, which you'll see a lot of people, I don't know, it either went over their head or they didn't watch the entire video. They said, as long as you believe in a higher power, you're allowed in. Okay? And it's actually very easy to get in. So that whole thing at the end, like non-exclusive club, it's really not that exclusive. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys that, how do I say this? Like, they're not hiding. It's not exclusive. Yes, there's a process to go through. It's almost like you're being vetted to get like, but that would happen like if you want to, I don't know, if you want to get a job, you get vetted, you get asked questions. Like it's kind of the same thing. You get kind of interviewed and stuff like that, but they're not secret about it. Like you can go to the Cape Town Freemason Lodge. That's what I did. And they showed me around with open. I had the camera on almost the entire time. The only reason why I paused is because, I don't know, what they were discussing was boring. Or I needed a break. I needed to put my hand down. I recorded the entire thing pretty much. They weren't secretive. I didn't have to ask permission to even bring in the cameras. So this whole exclusive club thing, guys, I'm sorry, it's not true. There's no such thing. Like, they're not exclusive. And they have a very strong religious foundation. And I'll get into the rest later. So, I mean, I get where it's coming from. You do have some good points. I mean, yes, the religious part of it, I do agree. But again, I don't think you watched the whole video. And there's a few guys who commented here who I don't think watched the whole video. Kingfish, I don't know if you're in the chats. I don't know if you're watching now. I liked Kingfish's comments. I mean, he wasn't mean or anything. Los Starless, actually, atheists are allowed, as far as I remember. They don't really discriminate against anyone. I know I just said, like, if you believe in a higher power, you're allowed in. But if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. I wish Herman could be here to correct me. But as far as, I think I asked. Maybe I didn't ask. I should have asked. If I didn't ask, I should have asked. You know what? Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure about that. There's a good chance they're not allowed in. But yeah. But you make a good point here. Basically, no, if he's allowed, therefore the atheists demonize them. Masons also have a history of resisting socialism, so the socialists hate them. I wouldn't be surprised about that. It is a very it's a brotherhood, but it's a brotherhood like a gentleman's thing, if I can put it that way. Like, if you and your friends got together and said, hey, we're going to every Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Saturday or whatever, meet at a cigar lounge, and it's just us, and we're going to talk a lot of crap. There are some rules, though. We can't do X, Y, and Z. We have a secret handshake, and whatever we say in the cigar lounge stays in the cigar lounge. Women can come from time to time, like not naughty women. I mean, like your wives or whatever. There'll be like, people are allowed in. They can check it out. But, if you want some extra perks, you got to become a member and give money. That's pretty much what it is. Except for the cigar lounge happens to be a big temple or someone's like lodge. I don't know, a lodge somewhere in South Africa that you go to every other week. Like, really, it's not. And they don't they don't plan to take over the world. Like, that's, of course, I can't confirm that. But yeah, that's not what I got from the conversation. So I used to think Masons were evil, but they fight against socialism, so I'm with them. Yeah, I guess like if anybody fights against socialism, then that we're all Freemasons. I'm not a Mason, but I'm a big fan of Manly P. Hall, who was considered a public mouth for the Masons. Yeah, there are. That's the thing. The Grand Master of the Freemasons of Cape Town Lodge is going to be on CakeNet, and is going to be talking about some of the conspiracy theories and all that stuff. So I don't know when, but yeah, I was told that in the video. Anyway, back to the comments. Let's see here. Look, you can go read Kingfish's comment. Really not a bad comment there. That's not the one. Cameron. Let's chat about this for a second. Okay, hold on. I want to address this. Tarquin, thank you for tuning in again. Nurse Iris Adams, please can we talk about her? Okay, we will talk about her when I'm done with this. How about that? We will Google together and we will research and get down because you seem really concerned about Iris Adams, like hectically so. So I will, after I'm done with this, we will Google and investigate together. Okay. Cool. So this guy, Satan masquerades as an angel of light, and he loves secrets. Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay. So here's it. Read Manly P. Hall, and which Larsalis just spoke about, and Alistair Crowley, all top-level Masons, which teachings are taught in the lodges. And then tell me it's all innocent. They showed you exactly what they wanted you to see. Okay. Here's the thing, though, Cameron. Where's your proof, man? Like, you can't just say crap, okay? So then Esther pipes in, I agree. We had to deliver a few people of the spirit of Freemasonry. Any warlock will also tell you about Freemasonry. Normally, infertility is a fruit of Freemasonry. Like, I don't even understand what that sentence means. What the hell? Where did warlocks come into this? What is going on, guys? I feel like we started in reality and then we very quickly went into like some kind of Lord of the Rings like fiction novel here. Warlocks, any warlock. What the hell? I wonder if that's a typo. Do you think that's a typo? So Larsalis says Crowley actually revealed the Mason secrets. I think he was estranged. Probably. Because Herman did say that there are Masons that you can be kicked out of Masonry, all right? If you do something that goes against the Constitution, or because that's one thing the Masons are supposed to do. They're supposed to uphold the Constitution of the country that they belong to or that they live in, right? They're supposed to uphold the Constitution. In other words, live by law. It's one of the things they're supposed to do. And if you go against that or you do something that is seen as embarrassing or shameful, you get kicked out of Masonry. So Herman was saying that some of these guys that were kicked out of Masonry want revenge and start making up these stories. So yeah. And Larsalis again, but Crowley was a Satanist or black magician. Interesting. But maybe he picked that up afterwards. Okay. And here we go. Cameron continuing. Yes, Freemasonry creates terrible bondage in the spirit. Mine came through generational bloodline curses. Oh, you have to dedicate your children and their children to the Masons, Luciferians, the great architect. Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh at the same time. Or whatever you want to call the devil when you join, and with every rung. I wish he explained what rung is. Higher you go. You get ABD. You go. You get, and your loved ones gets more and more entangled and in the spirit. Tchus. Okay, that's what he said. Tchus. This leads to blindness of the spirit. That's why these guys believe what they're saying. That's why these guys. Okay. Well, give them benefit of the doubt. The lower levels don't know what the upper levels are doing, as they admitted. Yeah. So there's 1 degree. What's it? First degree, second degree, third degree. Okay. First degree is like rookie. Second degree is like lieutenant, and then like third degree is like a captain. Okay, like not exactly, but you can think of it that way. They're like stages or whatever. Okay, the higher up you go, the more evil it gets. That's why it takes people so long to get free. They run everything, including most churches. Only Jesus can heal and deliver from such deep and severe spiritual curses. That's what he did for me. Peace and grace, friend. Okay, let me also say this. I'm a Christian, okay? I do believe in the Lord. I do believe in Jesus Christ, okay? What this guy is saying is just so twisted, okay? This is someone, Cameron hasn't even, I bet you 1 million rand, Cameron has never been to the lodge, okay? Cameron, if you ever watch this, me and you meet up at the lodge, okay? And I will film you asking all your little questions, okay? And you will see for yourself. I mean, I asked the guy, is this a satanic symbol? And he like scoffed and said no. And again, I know people that are in Masonry. They are not evil. They really aren't. Herman is one of them. He's in the video. Herman Ruiz. You guys have known him. He's on my channel a few times. He's a tobacco farmer. This guy, I've spent a weekend with him on his farm. I've traveled to Sawney Pass with him. I've spent a weekend there. There's absolutely nothing. There's no evil bone in that man's body. He is one of the nicest people I've ever met, and he actually helped me out a few times, by the way, during the lockdown. So for this guy, and again, I don't know what I'm allowed to say, okay, when it comes to Herman and the Mason. So maybe one day I'll have him on the channel and we'll go through some stuff. But what I can say is, I think Cameron believes a lot of what people or some of these estranged Masons have probably put out there. And Stuart Cunningham, sorry if I'm messing that up, comes basically to the rescue, I think. It is hilarious and a bit exhausting to read these comments being a Freemason. So there we go. Stuart claiming he's a Freemason, okay? Which, by the way, I can double check this if I wanted to. Like, not because I'm a Freemason or anything. Like, I'm not that I am. But I can ask Herman, is there a Stuart Cunningham on the Freemason list? Because they can check. They have a database. So, anyway, Freemasonry is a peculiar system of allegory, which is based on symbols and teaches men from all walks of life to be better people morally through the various teachings that have been passed down through the ages. We raise funds for the poor, this is true, donate wheelchairs to the disabled, and hand out toys to children at hospitals at Christmas. Oh, and before I leave, we are not Satanists. We are good men that are just misunderstood, in my opinion. Also, when referring to Satan, do not use the capital H, as that does not put you in a good standing, now does it? Very good point, and kind of lawyered of Masonry. See. Oh, there he is, Stuart. Stuart, thank you, buddy. That was a great comment, great comeback. loved it, from Port Elizabeth. Lodge there. He's giving his whole details for the world to know. This is what I'm saying, guys. They're not secretive. They're not like hiding and like trying to like, take over the world and blah blah blah. Like, I don't know. I think Masonry got confused with Illuminati at some point. Like, because I've seen conspiracy theories try and do that. Like, the Freemasons like are part of the Illuminati, man. Like, they're a branch of the Illuminati, and they like come together at the Knights Templar and they make shit happen. It's not true. It's not true. But then Cameron didn't have enough. He didn't have enough. No. He just had to say something. If you walked in my shoes, they always do that, right? If you walked in my shoes, man, in my grandma's basement, sorry, and know the abuse I and many others have suffered by the hands of the Masons, you won't be so proud and flippant about what they are doing. Someone please explain what flippant is. That's a new word for me. Flippant. I like it though. Like flippant. So proud and flippant. That's interesting. Look. Okay, Cameron, if you did go through some abuse, I'm sincerely sorry. But okay. Is there the possibility that maybe you were in a fake Mason thing? Because Herman did say that those things exist. There are Freemasons out there, Freemason lodges out there that are they're not the real thing. They're not the proper Masonry way, if I can put it that way. So isn't there a possibility that maybe you were part of something like that? In which case, I understand your anger. But, I don't know. Let's see. If you don't understand the spiritual aspects of this and what happens generational, you must be on a pretty low rung. Again with the rung. I whirled and minister with those coming out of horrific abuse. Okay. Look into SRA. Okay. You are blinded in the spirit and blatantly lying. Stuart, he called you a liar. Either way, you, Andy, those trapped in their doctrine of morally good, will only be able to see with deliverance through Jesus. No man is moral or good. Okay? Only the Father is. Yeah, I don't agree with that. The Father is good, but I'm saying like every man strives to be good, which is kind of the teachings of the Freemasons. It's teaching you how to be a better person. Okay. If you have children and family, I'd urge you to please seek the Lord on this. The time is short. Okay. Before I go on with that one, let me also just say something, because he mentioned earlier that the family get roped in and stuff. It's everyone's choice. Like, Herman does have a child, and he doesn't have to force that child to be part of the Masonry. Like, he really doesn't. Like, that's something I was told. Doesn't have to be forced into it. The wives are allowed to come in, check it out, and get this, all right? If I was to apply and become a Freemason, all right, let's say I put my name down, okay? Like I said, there's a process. There's like a vetting thing, okay? They also speak to the wife, okay? And if the wife says no, it doesn't even have to give a good reason, just says, no, I don't want my husband to be part of the Freemasons, they won't accept me. Explain that one. Cameron, explain that to me. Explain that to me. Just please. Please explain. I mean, that should show you how, respectful these people are. Because in some way, yes, the entire family needs to approve of the man being part of the Freemasons, if I can put it that way. But once you're part of the Freemasons, it's a lie that you can't just leave. Because Herman, again, was telling me about how many Freemasons have actually not been attending lodge. They left the Freemasonry because they couldn't afford to pay the membership because of lockdown. Their memberships have declined tremendously. And there's a lot of Freemasons that aren't Freemasons anymore. Wow. Really difficult to get out of it. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. So, Tarquin saying some are linked to the Illuminati. Some, not all. Not all, but some. Okay. If you know who that is. All right. Behave saying, Jeremy, you're flippant, lacking proper respect or seriousness, similar to dismissive. Okay, so it's a real word. It's a real word. Okay, cool. I learn something every day. So yeah. Let's see. Many people have. I just want to catch up on some of the comments here. Have intuitive understanding that we are experiencing spiritual war, such as described in Zoroastrianism, illumination versus ignorance. Sorry, I'm laughing at myself trying to read that Zorro thing. Women can start a lodge. There are 2 in England, I think. A woman dressed up, but since they aren't the kind to do dodgy killings, they initiated her instead. Okay. As an aside, why do those opposed to Freemasonry always tout Jesus as the only savior? What about all the other religious and the saviors? But that's the thing, right? I was told, and there's the guy in the video, guys. Watch the video. He says it himself. Brother Louis, okay, says it himself. He tells me, by the way, Joe, everyone is welcome as long as you believe in a higher power. Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, Christians, everyone is welcome. Everyone. I think that's how you tell the real ones from the fake ones, maybe. You know, the ones that just focus on the one religion, maybe, or I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to, we're almost done. I mean, he was the most exciting comment, you know, because this one, Esther asking, what is the difference between Illuminati and the Freemasonry? Illuminati, I would believe, is like the elites. I don't know. Larsalis, I think you'll be able to really give us a proper breakdown of the difference between the two. You seem to be quite clued up on this stuff. And then Ronald Reagan was in my comments, guys. Ronald Reagan was in my comments. You can be a Satanist too. So tell me what Christians sit around with Satanists. Someone's gonna clip that and be like, look, he's turning into a Satanist. No. I don't know if Satanists are allowed in. I think that's kind of a catch-22 situation, to be honest, because they said that if you believe in a higher power, you can come in, or you can be part of it, right? But I don't think Satanists align with the whole being a good person. As far as I know, Satanists believe in selfishness. So do things that make you happy, right? So whatever makes you happy, you must do it, all right? Whereas with Masonry, it's about being selfless, doing things for other people, doing the right things, doing good things. So I don't think Satanists are going to be allowed in. So therefore, there are no Satanists with Christians or other members of religion. So that comment is null and void. Anyway, then Esther chiming in here saying, Satan is 6, Almighty God is 7. Satan gets 6 out of 7 for good behavior. 1 mark is the difference between good and evil, heaven and hell, lie or truth, only 1 mark. That's some interesting maths. You basically minus 6 from 7 is 1. Yeah. I know what he's trying to say. Anyway, a family member who is a Freemason. Explain that to me. No. A Freemason cannot be a Satanist or atheist. Freemasons have to believe in a higher power that created them. Like that's what I said. Satanists believe that the Jewish God created all. Okay, I didn't know that. Hence, Satan is not a creator. Hence, Satanists cannot enter the Freemasonry. Atheists do not believe in any higher power at all. Okay, that answers that question. Hence, cannot enter Freemasonry. On a practical level, I cannot imagine a lodge functioning in unity with a Satanist in it. Personally, I would freak out. I love the honesty at the end. So yeah, those are the comments. And let me just, okay, so Willem, that was Willem, sorry, Willem Bester. Willem Bester shining some light on that. Thank you so much. See what I did there? Shining light. Anyway, cool. So those are the comments so far, guys. I hope that you guys will go check it out. Like I said, links in the description. What do you think so far? I mean, like, some people like really like get into this stuff, right? I mean, again, I'm gonna say it again just in case you guys don't watch the video. Okay, here's where I'm sitting at. I'm starting to think, okay, that maybe there is these conspiracy theories, okay, that exist. Maybe there are a small group of people that are trying to take over the world and control everything and the elite and blah, 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 blah. Maybe some of them are ex-Masonry. Maybe some of them are still Masonries, okay, or Freemasons, sorry, Masonries. Maybe some of them are ex-Freemasons and maybe some of them are still Freemasons, okay? I think that much like Christianity has different, I wanted to say dialects, not dialects. What's it called? Like there's the Catholics, the Baptists, and the Jehovah's Witness, like all these different denominations. Okay, denomination. That's the word I'm looking for. I think something similar happened to Freemasonry, where some people didn't like some of the rules and the things they were doing, and I don't know. And then they went off on their own, and they started their own Freemasonry lodge, and they kept the symbols and some of the stuff, and then went more satanistic about it, and happened to just mingle with the right people and grow and grow and grow. I think that's what happened. I think there's a branch of Freemasonry that just kind of went rogue. That's what I think happened. But there is Freemasons out there that are genuinely good people. I believe that. If you want to hate me for that, that's fine, but that's my opinion. And again, the true Freemason people, guys, you can go and check it out for yourself. Really, it's not the only reason why. And Herman explains this as well. They do market. They do put a bit of marketing out there, but they are scared of ridicule. I mean, if you're constantly ridiculed all the time, you're gonna stop marketing, right? And then only when you feel safe will you say, "Oh, I'm a Freemason," and then the conversation can happen. So there you go. That was my experience. Do I think that Freemasons are evil? No. Do I think that there's a possibility that a small group of rogue Freemasons are evil? Possibly, yes. That sounds plausible. Anyway, watch the video if you haven't. Let me know. And Tarquin, are you still here? I want to know. Tarquin Evans, are you still in the chats? Just say hi. Say something, so that I know you're here. Because I'm gonna try and we'll figure this out together, Tarquin. Because Tarquin has been like in my chats asking me to find out about something. So I'm going to try and figure this out. Hello, Shaq Dweller. Good to see you here. Denominations, yes, that's the one. Robert King in the house. Independent brother. Tarquin still here. Awesome. Fantastic. Oh, yes. Before I move on, thank you, Behave. Thank you. 2,000 a year, if I remember correctly. But there's a bit of an asterisk. You can, I wouldn't say negotiate, but I think in the process, not everybody pays the same. Because I think it depends on how much you earn. Because I was told you can kind of decide how much you want to give per year and per month. Like you can do per month and you do per year. So 2,000 per year or whatever that is divided by 12 per month. So yeah. That was one number though. I think, like I said, I think everybody pays different. I don't know. I didn't ask too many questions about that. I just heard the word. I just heard 2,000. I was like, oh, yeah, it's not bad for a year. Like, it's really not much. But I think some people pay a little bit more. Anyway. All right. So, Go, Nurse Iris Adams. She was the first person to take the jabby, and she was on the news as a hero. Yes. But like, okay, let's figure this out. See, I don't have DuckDuckGo on my computer, so that's not gonna work out. But let's see, guys. Let's go on an adventure together, okay? Let's see what happens if. All right, is this the person, by the way? Because this is what pops up. Is this the person? Just say yes or no. Apparently she died on the 24th, and nobody is talking about it. I wouldn't be too alarmed. I don't mean to sound heartless, but I mean, it's not uncommon. I gotta be very careful with what I say because I can get flagged by YouTube. So yeah, but what I'm asking Tarquin is this the same Iris Adams? Is this the person we need to be? Is this them? Is this the same one? Yes, they do. But like what I'm trying to say is, and I have to say this very carefully again because of Google censors a lot, like you just said. What I'm trying to say is, a lot of people there have been a lot of cases of people dying from the jab. So maybe the reason why they're not talking about it is because, well, it's kind of like, well, it's like a side effect. Like, oops. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. I guess what I'm trying to also find out is like, why are you so concerned about it? Because, like, I don't know. I don't know. When I researched a little bit, I couldn't find anything. I don't even know if this is the person. Iris Adams. And I don't mean that in a rude way, by the way. I'm genuinely asking out of curiosity. I need to know though, is it the assistant nursing manager? Come on, Iris. Come on, Tarquin. Speak to me. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. It is her. Okay. We hail her as a hero for taking it, but not honor her in death. Cyril would say her name like he did the first time. Ah, okay, that's why. Okay, now you have a valid point. You have a very, very valid point. Probably a conversation that's going to get you a strike on your channel. Probably. That's why I'm trying to be very careful with what I say right now. But I do want to try and figure out. I mean, look, let's be honest, guys. Can we just be honest about something for a second, okay? Tarquin Evans. Like, why are we surprised? You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to be rude, okay? Joe, you noob. You don't need to have it. You can browse. Oh, okay. Thank you, my tech guy. See, this is what happens when Yanni is gone for so long. My computer skills become lacking. And yeah. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. Here we are. DuckDuckGo. All right. Tired of tracking online? We can help. All right, cool. Let's see. Probably should have put well, here's some information. But let's see if there's anything. So there's an obituary. This is from I don't know what website. Wait, the website here is the artsoventertainment.com. Okay, blah blah blah. Today, according to anonymous Facebook user. See, I don't like that. Like red flags go up when I read anonymous Facebook user. Like, I'm sorry. But yeah. I don't know. Like, guys, when you research something, gotta be very careful with what is said. You know, I don't see any pictures. I don't see who has I'm reading like this because I don't want it to get flagged. Okay, but let's check out another article. Also, like, I've never heard of entertainment. Like, guys, just understand this, Tarquin. I'm a very skeptical person. Like, I'm extremely skeptical when it comes to this stuff. Because I gotta be. I mean, look at the Freemasons story, for example. You know, if I just believed that all Freemasonry were evil, I never would have gone to check it out myself. So, yeah. Sorry, I will zoom out. Just saw your thing now. Cool. Let's see this one. Tragedy info. Okay. Blah blah blah. Okay. This is like a letter, and there's for some reason like a crap load of ads. I need to put an ad block thing. This is like a thing, eulogy or something. Okay. Let's see this. I gotta be careful with what I read as well. So you guys are just gonna have to read as I go through because I can't say some of this stuff. Okay. Multiple sources confirmed. Okay. Where are the sources there? Like, okay. Mzansi Times. This is good. Now I can do something with this, because this is what you got to try and do. All right. So, give me a second. We're investigating here. All right. Y'all gonna learn some. Not really. I'm not doing anything secretive. I kind of am. Maybe that's why I switched the windows. All right. Hold on. Just give me a second. Okay. Don't go anywhere, Tarquin. We're still investigating. I just saw that message. I'm just saying. I'm being skeptical. I gotta be skeptical. But what do we have here? We have Mzansi Times. Okay, that's at Mzansi_Times. Okay, so what you do is you go here at, how do you spell Mzansi? I just looked at it. That's how crazy I am. Okay, cool. Mzansi_Times. Okay, so we're doing this, guys. We're doing this. Boom. But. Hold on. Why? Let me see this. Okay, see, now that worries me as well. The website can't be reached. Now that either maybe there's a typo. There's a Facebook page. We're just checking that share to follow. Just follow link. Okay, there's a Facebook page. Every link I have sent via email doesn't go through. My personal device seems to be censored. Yanni, is that possible? Okay, they've got quite a good amount of followers on Facebook, which is good. So that's good. Okay, so they do consistent reporting, which is also good. Okay, this is good. Okay, here we go. I gotta check the sources. This is all I'm doing. Let's see. The independent, fair, unbiased, impartial South African news platform. We promise to deliver quantity, blah, blah, blah. Thanks to our audience that keeps us going. Okay. Interesting. I'm about 50%, 60% convinced that this is actually true. Tarquin. Let's see if they posted about it on Facebook. They post a lot, which is also good. Like, they're like being a proper news thing. I don't see a post though. When did this happen? No, they post a lot though. We're only at yesterday. Not a big conspiracy theorist. I'm not sure why this is so heavy to me. It just is. That's fine. We're figuring this out together. This stuff interests me as well. I mean, like, I want to know, like, if this is a cover-up. I can't see anything on there. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen that speech of Rob, it's really good. This just in: kangaroo sits on bench and waits for food. Sorry, it happened. They report on key Norway. Okay, I thought it was Cape Independence. I had the same flag. Let's see. This is interesting. Performed. Blah blah blah. See, John. Okay. Sorry, sometimes I get distracted with things. Not seeing a post on it. Could have been this one. Nope. Because also, like, Facebook censors, like, quite hectically. So, yeah, I don't see... Yeah, when did this... They reported on this, which is cool. No, it's not. Okay. Do they have, like, a YouTube channel? That'd be something I'd like to look into. They report about AfriForum. They're very good at reporting. I'll give them that. Okay. Cool. So not a lot of Twitter followers, which is not necessarily bad. But they also post a lot on Twitter, which is good. Let's see. Where did we? Yeah. So. Interesting. 2 weeks ago. Let's see if this goes anywhere. Okay. Tarquin, I got some homework for you. Find this and watch it and let me know if... Wait, hold on. That was an hour long. I wonder if they say Iris Adams, then we know it's probably really, yeah, then it's like Yeah, real. I mean, there's nurses, I think, in the one lady looks like a nurse. Um, I don't know. This would seem like a, pretty convincing kind of funeral for this person. Um, yeah. I'd just like to, yeah. Tarquin, you still there? What do you guys think? Do you guys think? I mean, you have a very good point. This lady was the first person to get the jab, and nobody's talking about it. I mean, this happened on the 19th of September, like pretty much almost 2 weeks ago. Um, interesting times. Interesting times. I'm not sure what to make of this, guys. So, say you see how I did that. So you just go follow those steps that I did. You can rewatch this stream if you want to figure out how to get here. But I think it is her. I mean, I don't see why. There's a lot of effort. Well, wait. There we go. No. No. What is going on? Pause it. Hold on. That picture looks like that picture. Sorry. That picture looks the same as the profile picture, right? Like this picture, same as the profile picture, right? So, and this is Iris Adams. There we go. But there's another way to confirm this. There's another thing to perhaps look at, which is let's use actual Google. Okay, here's something. This is the first thing to pop up on Google. So let's see. So this one says complications resulting from. Okay, well, it is her. Okay, so we can confirm that she did die. She did die. We know she did unfortunately pass away. So that has now been confirmed. As to why the media isn't making such a big deal about it, it's the media. Probably looks bad. I don't know. Could be so many reasons. And, complications, I hate it when they use that. That just makes it so vague. Yeah. Let's see if there's anyone else that maybe... government introduced announced... Here's something interesting. This is on Oprah News. I don't know how reliable that is, but... Cool. I think we've seen all we need to see. I think this headline kind of puts it into perspective, don't you think? There you go, Tarquin. I think this headline's your answer. Confirms at least what your suspicions were, in a way. So, yeah. Did I help Tarquin? Like, I don't know if I helped. I don't know. Maybe this is stuff you already knew. Anyway, going back to this. Cool. So we spoke about the Freemasons. We spoke about Iris Adams. May she rest in peace. Cool. And look who's in my chats. Bianca. Good to see you, Bianca. I don't know if this is really you, because I know there was a fake account with Bianca Van Wyk, so I don't know anymore. Any news will be pushed under the carpet because what you're looking for and will never find is cause of death. Yeah, probably we'll never find out. And yeah, complications. That's a very vague thing. Tarquin, I couldn't agree with you more. And I've been saying this, like, this is stuff I've been saying for, like, the longest time. Like, Cyril doesn't, like, when he speaks about GBV, right, he doesn't talk about the women that have died in this past lockdown of GBV. What's that? And I feel so embarrassed because, like, I can't pronounce her name, but it was that lady that was hung and was, had a child. A huge media frenzy over this death. And, you know, he never mentioned her name. Like, I think once. It was like, whatever. But later on, when he spoke about GBV, he never mentioned her name again. Then, I mean, there's so many lives, man. There's the names. Yeah, well, Cyril's a douche. That's all I gotta say. I'm getting angry. That's why I can't talk. Because you're right, Tarquin. You're absolutely right. Anyway, thank you, Ori Erasmus, for the 35 Rand super chat. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, buddy. Really means a lot to me. Shale Govender has joined away. LG saying Freemasonry. Yeah, Freemason, sorry. That's what I meant to say. And speaking about Nurse Adams, so 14 other people. No, not grateful. I don't know whether it's 14 other people. Sorry, it's not more. But yeah, some people do watch this afterwards. But yeah, look, I would have liked to have dug in deeper, but again, with this kind of stuff, I try not to do. I'm gonna try and read between the lines. I try not to do ABC 19 content on this channel because I do have a warning on this channel at the moment. So yeah, I'm not going to. I try and steer away from any of the pandemic stuff and all that. So same with the jab. I try my best not to do that content. But you piqued my curiosity, so I thought I'd look into it. But yeah, it's unfortunate, and it is what it is. The media will probably sweep that under the rug. So yeah. Let's see. 7 men are murdered for every woman and child. They use GBV to distract from crime generally. When last have they mentioned crime rate? GBV makes it look like they care when they say crime is an issue. Yes, no, Larsalis. I think they have mentioned crime. I mean, like, I think it was, when it was in August, Bekete, they came out and said there's been 10,000 rapes or something in the past month or something, or 3 months. It's like something crazy like that. And then they want to preach, the government wants to preach GBV. Like, seriously? It's, I hear what you're saying, and I do agree with you to a certain extent. I do think that the government uses or politicizes the GBV thing. Like, they politicize everything, right? But there is no doubt that GBV is a serious problem in South Africa, and not just on women, but also on men. And yeah, like, Unfortunately, we have a failing law system and justice system. The justice system got hacked, guys. Can you believe it? Hacked. So now there's a backlog on that too. There's a DNA backlog. There's a justice system backlog. There's like everything's just the whole South Africa is backlogged basically. There's a gun thing. What's it? The guns when you apply for guns and renewal of licenses for guns, all backlogged. The South Africa is just in a constant state of backlog, ladies and gentlemen, and it is continuing to get worse day by day. As Bekele said, when the DNA backlog was over 200,000 DNA cases backlogged, all right? That was in the beginning of this year, okay? Like February, March, somewhere there, all right? Bekele said he's going to fix it. We're going to put people on it. We're going to do something about it, all right? Just under 2 months ago, it's now over 300,000 DNA cases. Yeah, you're doing a great job, Becky. Sorry, I get really... because it's such a double standard. When government talks about GBV, I don't take it seriously. Like, not GBV itself, but when they talk about it, I don't believe them. Whatever they say, I don't believe. But there's no doubt that GBV is a serious problem, not just with women, but with men as well. And we need to protect South African people, and we need ANC to be gone. That's what we need. We need ANC to futsek, okay? That's what we need. Because I don't know how many more people need to suffer under their rule. Sorry, that was a bit of a rant. But yeah. I've done an hour. Oh my word. I just realized. Oh my word. Guys, this was fun. This was fun, man. I really enjoyed this episode. I really did. I hope our chats continue to be like this. Let me just get some of these. I hear you. The best channels have the most strikes, lol. Yeah, if your channel's getting striked, it means you're doing something. In the know, Joe Show. Nice, I like it. Let's see. GBV is an issue on its own. It's more political. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Okay, leave that alone. Let's bring back death penalty for those who commit premeditated murder and those caught in the act of... I'm just not saying certain words because YouTube flags it, but don't think that I'm shy to say them. I had a debate with someone about the death penalty to bring it back, and I think a lot more needs to be done than just bringing back the death penalty. Put it this way: you could reinstate the death penalty tomorrow, but it's useless if you have someone like Bekele in charge. Like, it's absolutely useless. And then there's concerns because your justice system is so messed up. They've hacked the justice system and holding it ransom. The DNA backlog is a problem, and some of the DNA is expiring, which means that some people will never see justice. And on top of all of that, you want to put your life, let's say you get accused of a crime you didn't do, all right? Now you're in the system, and all of this is messed up, and you get the death penalty. I mean, this is where it's a risk, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying there's a lot more that needs to be done than just the death penalty, right? We need, and I'm not saying, let me rephrase this. There are some great South African police officers in the system. Hands down. I've met a few of them, all right? But unfortunately, the whole barrel is rotten. And we need a whole new barrel. And we need to take the good ones from the old barrel and put them in the new barrel and let them make other good cops. And just redo the whole entire system. And then once you have a functioning law enforcement, then we can start debating whether we bring back the death penalty or not. And I think only when you have a justice system that is working and a law enforcement that is working can you have that debate. Because right now, it is probably the most dangerous thing to bring back that death penalty in the state that South Africa is in at this moment. Well, you see, that's what other people say, like, okay, because then the whole religious thing comes into it as well. Like, okay, who are we to play God? Like, now we gotta, like, sentence someone to death and blah, blah, blah. Like, I hear you on all that. I hear you. And I don't know, man. For some cases, I'm gonna be honest. Like, for some cases, I think death penalty is the way to go. Depending on the crime, put it that way. Depending on the crime, the punishment to the crime needs to, I don't know. I mean, if you put yourself in some of these people's situations, right, where your loved one was viciously attacked in the worst way, okay, the R word attacked, because I can't say the word on YouTube, sexually assaulted in the worst way. And with how South Africa is now, DNA gets in a backlog. A DNA has an expiry date. It expires, and the person that harmed your loved one is out there roaming free. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just doesn't seem fair. And if there was a death penalty, maybe people would think twice. But again, the system needs to be working. So if the system is working and there's this heinous crime that is done, where someone does that to someone, to a human being, like, there's some, killing someone and hurting someone sexually in the worst way are the same to me. You take so much from a life when you do that. Obviously in death, but I mean in the other thing as well. So yeah, I would advocate for the death penalty with those crimes. But just those crimes. Yeah. That is very dark humor. This is very dark humor. The president is for the people. The people have just forgotten. No idea how we take back control, but we have to fight it out. Figure it out, sorry. Sooner rather than later. I agree. Look, I've been saying for a while on this channel, vote. Guys, we've got to vote. I know a lot of people don't believe in the voting system, but we got to vote. I don't care who you vote for. Just don't vote for the EFF or ANC, okay? Just vote, okay? Please, just vote. I registered. I'm going to vote. I don't know who I'm going to vote for yet. I have a month to decide for the municipal elections. And then national elections are coming up as well. And I'm going to vote, guys. We just have to. Because that's one line of defense, all right? There's a lot of other things happening in the system, all right? Sorry. There's a lot of other things happening, right? Cape Independence is happening. ANC is losing support. Like, don't believe what you might hear the ANC say, because they lie. But they're losing support, okay? I do believe that the ANC will not be in power in the next 10 years. Franz Carnier will be on my show in 2 weeks, I think. We're going to be discussing this. And I would tend to agree with him that probably in the next 10 years or after the next 10 years, ANC will no longer be in power. But can we wait for that? I don't think so. I think now we have to vote. We have to do other things as well, which I can't say on this channel. But we do need to vote. That's what I can say. And I think we should. Cool. I'm gonna 4 minutes. 4 minutes, then I'm calling it. I gotta go. I've got some Boer Cola to drink. Oh, yeah. You'll think I was lying. Boer Cola is now in Cape Town, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're in the Cape Town area, please buy yourself a Boer Cola. Available at Brackengate number 2, industrial area of Brackenfell. Or visit boercola.co.za. I might have that wrong. It might be .com. I'm really bad at marketing this. Not that they asked me to. So good. I don't know why that happened. So good. Dit is baie lekker, ja. Yeah, I become Afrikaans when I drink that. Um, oh yes, I think South Africa would do far better in a federal system. If I'm honest, I think federal is the way to go. Um, I know what you guys are gonna think. Like, oh my word, Joe's gonna vote for the DA. No, I haven't decided yet. I know they advocate for federalism, but I haven't decided yet. DA, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to get John on my show. I'm trying to get John Cena because I want to ask him the real questions. John, I've been saying this for so long, man. Please come on to my show. Please, 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 please. I've had Helen Zilla. I've had Natasha Mitsone. I've had Andrew Whitfield. I've had all your best friends, John, on this channel. Come on, man. Be cool. Be cool. Come on. Or are you scared, John? Are you scared I'm going to ask you a question you can't answer? That's probably never going to happen. But hey, let's find out. Not that he watches the show. I mean, I'm yeah. But yeah, I would love to have John on the show. I don't know, man. I can't make up my mind which party to vote for. And I'm not going to tell anybody who to vote for. I will never do that. Ironically, though, I'll say don't vote for the ANC and the EFF. Like, seriously. If you're going to vote for them, like, wow. You must really hate this country. After elections, Jeremy, so guys, I voted for the DA. Hope you did too. I don't know if I'll ever tell people, like, even if I do decide who to vote for, I don't think I will tell people who I voted for. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Not I'll wait. I'll be like, I'll wait a few days. I'll wait and see what happens. So yeah. Yes, Matthew, vote for the BLF. The fact that I even forgot about them. Like, come on. Man. That's funny. Top 2 parties, pros and cons. I've literally got a minute. Okay, I'll extend. Man, that's a tough question because I'm in between 4 parties. I'll tell you who the 4 parties are that I'm in between. Cape Independence Party, Action SA, DA. Why am I skipping on the 4th one? That just shows you how important they are. Freedom Front Plus. Yes, those 4. I'm investigating and figuring them out. I'm leaning towards. This may shock you. May shock a lot of people, and this is the first time I'm going to admit this. But here we go, putting myself out there. Don't hate me, because I'm not sure yet. It could change in 2 weeks, literally. Action SA and DA. I don't know. Those are that would be the. And the only reason why Action SA is because if I'm honest, is because I feel like they're a wild card. And I kind of want to vote for the wild card just to see what happens, just to put a monkey wrench in everything, you know. But yeah, cheers, Dixon. We're gonna end soon, but yeah, cheers. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're subscribed, and I'll chat to you again soon. Join me next week Tuesday as well for another solo stream. Pros and cons. Look, I think at this stage there's between those 4 parties. I can say this, and this is what I struggle with the most, is I actually don't like politicians when they are politicians, if that makes sense. Because I've had chats with Natasha Mitsone outside of this YouTube channel, outside of Twitter, and she's a very nice person. Like, she's awesome, you know? Same with Andrew Whitfield and Ronaldo House and all these other guys that are seen as like these politicians, which they are. But when you talk to them outside of that world, they're very nice people. Does that mean because they're nice people that you must vote for them? Of course not. But same with Herman Mashaba. Very nice guy, you know. I guess they have to be because they want your vote, right? Okay, fine, maybe. Having said that, though, I have met some politicians who are a-holes. I have. Like, they're really obnoxious, arrogant pieces of crap. Some of them. Bottom line is this. Every politician has lied. Every politician has said something that they regret saying. Every politician has said whatever they needed to say to get your vote. And that's what I struggle with, because I would like to vote for a party that's just honest and delivers on what they promise. And that these days are very far and in between. Voting for the DA would be a strategic thing. It wouldn't be because I necessarily agree with everything that they put out there. And sorry, Natasha, John, and whoever from the DA that ever watches this, but that's just how I feel. That's what they're the second biggest opposition party statistically, strategically. If we want the ANC gone, vote DA, and then hopefully in 5 years we can decide if they deserve to stay in power or not. That's my opinion. But Action SA as well, like I kind of like feel like they're the underdog, kind of rising up, and they can like really, I don't know, be the wild card, and I kind of like that. I kind of like voting for the wild card. Cape Independence, I would vote for. I just don't know. I feel like their marketing is off, if I'm honest. Yeah, like you only hear about them when it's election time. I mean, I get it. They're a small time party, but I wish they would do more. I feel like their messaging and their marketing is just off. That's how I feel. And then Freedom Front Plus. I'm only mentioning them because I have thought of once or twice, like maybe I would vote for them. But I also feel like, and I know that they've grown in numbers over the lockdown, and maybe they would be able to do a coalition with the DA or something. But yeah, it's difficult. This is where I'm going to do a lot of research in the next month, and I'll get back to you guys with a more compelling argument for who to vote for. I don't even know you guys are still listening to me, to be honest. Wouldn't be surprised if you're not. Anyway, cool. So before I go, are you covering the farm murder protest 31st of October? I'm trying to get a YouTuber to hold a panel discussion with other YouTubers that cover it. Would you consider? Yes, I would consider that. I'm not aware of the farm murder protest, Lars Solis. People don't tell me about protests anymore. I don't know what I did. Like, I'm not in the loop anymore. Yeah. So, send me details. Invite Chris Scott from Loving Life, Conscious Caracal, and maybe someone else with the YouTube channel. If you are going to cover the event, it would be more effective to cooperate. Lars Solis, I'm not a big fan of Scott. Just because of some of the stuff that has happened with him and other YouTubers. I would have Chris and Conscious Caracal on happily, and yeah, that's if Conscious Caracal isn't at the protest himself. It depends on where this is. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. 31st, that's like Halloween. Ironic. I don't think any of them are entirely honest. Everyone will have an agenda. We just have to pick which agenda fits. Yeah, pretty much. Stuart saying, great show. I'll definitely be back. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. Yeah. Guys, remember, before you go, please subscribe to my other channel, which is going to have pretty much comedy stuff, social media circus. Please, 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 please. I will be uploading to that channel pretty damn soon. So yes, and Tarquin, agree with you there. Great show. Thank you. Rest in peace. I Iris Adams, say her name. Agreed. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. This is an hour and a half. I don't usually do an hour and a half shows. But the conversation was great. It was flowing. Please go check out all the videos in the description as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the new channel. I will see you guys on Thursday. Gonna be with some comedians. We're gonna be talking a lot of cock, kind of like this show, only a lot more funnier because these guys are so funny, and we review some videos on the internet and we make a lot of laughter, and it's a lot of fun. So tune in Thursday. If I don't see you then, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I will see you at the next one. And thanks for the super chats as well. Thank you so much. All right, cool. Cheers. Have a good night. This was great. Thank you.